Alright, micro students, I'm figuring this out slowly. You have to bear with me. If you found this, you found the YouTube channel. Good for you. This is for this spring. My name is Keith. There's my office number. Not there, as you figured out. That's the best way to get a hold of me is through this email. Any questions you have, email me. Don't wait. We don't have time to wait. So there's the requirements. You've done that. There's the description about the course. Morphology, physiology, taxonomy of representative groups of pathogenic and non-pathogenic. We're not going to be able to grow on selected media because we can't do the lab. The lab's going to be different. The lab is just going to be pure theory for just this time and this time only, we hope. So, so basically the principles and theories of it also. You're going to learn about resistance. There's things you're going to do, right? In the laboratory and or lecture. So, harmful as well as beneficial. That's the last test. That test 4 is all a different bacteria and also. Your textbook is free. It's through the OpenStax. You need to make sure you have that. The lab book, there is a lab book and such. So I think it's in the lab syllabus. We'll have to find that for you. Maybe I'll send it to you in an announcement. So. Everything here, dates that was yesterday here. So that's today. I think that's today. Good Lord. So, your final exam, that's been pushed back a week. That week you don't have a final exam, so don't freak out. You have 4 major exams. That's what you're going to do. So, I'll have them posted. They'll be on a date when you can start and when you can finish. Don't be late on that. Get them done, get them in and such. So. Quizzes, we'll have quizzes in the lab. We'll have a few tests in the lab as well too. And the unknown, we're going to find a way to work around that unknown for the lab. Don't worry. So we take the lecture in the lab, we put it together. Lecture is 60%, lab is 40%. You know, so there's what the grades will round to. Really, it's on you for this 8 weeks. Reading. You need to read. And I put up review questions in the test that I'm going to enter for you. They're going to follow those review questions. Cross your fingers, right? I've given you some PowerPoints, and I will, pardon me, I will put some videos on this YouTube channel once you find it and such, covering some of these things. I'm not going to go into great depth or detail because you can read that. So I'll do my best. Now in the first test, I cram a lot on there. So this the chapters 1 and 2, the history of it, you'll find that in the review. That's good. Pieces and parts of the cell. What is a prokaryotic? What is a eukaryotic? Where they're found and such. And then into the viruses, the DNA type viruses, RNA type viruses. Viruses. What is a virus? How does it reproduce? What does it do? And then the different types and families of viruses and such. Kind of in the news right now. Then we'll have our exam over that. 50 questions, multiple choice, online. Then we get into the metabolism. Sorry about that. We get into the metabolism, growth, how we control the growth, antibiotics and such. So we talk about those things. Then we have an exam over that. And then antimicrobial drugs. And then what makes one pathogenic? How do they get into you? Portals of entry, things like that. What is a disease? And also 17 and 18, it's there. I don't cover it. I don't cover it like I should. So you've had AMP2. You know about the immune system. You got that down. So there you go. And then the third test, it doesn't come from your textbook. It comes from the PowerPoints. And so you need to do the review for sure and go through those PowerPoints. But it's about the different types of coccus type bacteria, the gram-positive bacillus bacteria, the gram-negative bacillus, and then some miscellaneous ones in there as well. And then there's that should be pushed back a week. Cross your fingers. So, all right. So that's the 4 tests for the lecture. So I need you to check in with me, email me, do something. Let me know you're alive so that I can count you present. I've made those little bitty, I don't know if I did that for y'all. Crap. So I'll try to get that We can just take a little quiz. Can you see this? Have you read this? Have you found these things? And I'll look there and see who has and who hasn't, and also behavior. You're on your own classroom and such. Sorry, use your phone. Hell, I don't care. Cheating. How do I know? I don't know. It's on you. You got to wake up, look yourself in the mirror, so it's on you. Title IX, it's on you too. Run around you. So, but if something happens in your life because we're all stuck inside, there's the first guy, Brad, and then we'll move on up the chain and all. So we're here to help you. So there you go. Hope you found that helpful.